Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon White, and my podcast is entitled The Keeper Speaks, right? Meaning I'm the keeper of a house, a legacy, a line, and I get to share all of my thoughts, my takeaways, and some of the things that have been cooking and brewing for me for a while with you all. And I can't wait to do that. So, after many years of coming to understand life, love, how we do this thing, we are going to get to the point where we cover some heavy topics here. And I want to do that. I want to do the heavy lifting. I want to talk about the uncomfortable things. I want to dig into where we are. Just so you know, as a disclaimer and a warning for everyone, and not really a warning, I'm going to say that this is more of a conversation that we should all have, right? This is a safe space. This is not a place where we judge people, but we do judge the action. We do judge the mindset, the program we may be running, but we don't judge the people, right? So I will never judge the person specifically by their name, but I will call out a pattern, baby. I will call out a pattern, the pattern, because this pattern is important. This pattern is the reason why we are stuck currently. And this pattern is also the reason why we are doing the things that we are doing, saying the things that we are saying. And these are the reasons why we just can't seem to grow. Like we need to grow. I am very expressive. I am very Southern Black girl, right? Catch the vibe in the room, pick it up, and you'll understand what we're cooking with. Okay, cool. I'm going to talk about the things that no one wants to talk about. I am going to look at them very analytically, and sometimes it may sound as if I don't have any compassion or any empathy, or I just don't understand the other people's side of point of things. Fair enough. If there is something you feel that I have been short-sighted on, I don't see it in a particular way, feel free to, I want to say this correctly, feel free to intelligently reflect your point, and I will definitely be sure to intelligently respond. Okay? So if we go petty and we go low and we go sarcastic, then I will choose to either have the time today or I will choose to just delete the damn thing and keep it moving, because we're kind of like light, love, move forward, but not really all light, you know what I'm saying? But we do acknowledge where we are. We get in the muck and the mile, we get it out the concrete, get it out the mud, and then we move forward. So I suspect if it's in the chair, it's in the room. So this is the part where I speak to my people. Hey, y'all. Cool. My people. How do I describe my people? I'll start better. I'll describe myself. You can self-identify. You can say, she's roughly 75% of how I see myself. Then roughly you take everything I say with 75% worth of you credit, right? Because you say, I can identify with 75% of that. If you say, I can only see 5% of that, I can only get with her when it comes to she don't want to put on no makeup. Cool. Then that's what you're here for. You're here for the looks only, not the vibe. I am multifaceted in every way. Lately these days, I've been feeling like Big JC walking, right? Remember, I forget how, this is probably in the 90s, because this is before the 2000s. And they did this whole thing about what would Jesus do? Man is walking around with these WWJD bracelets on, and then it was, what would Jermaine Dupri do? Because we coming from a particular place. Okay, cool. We're here. We together. All of that to say, when I say walk through the valley of the shadow of death, that's exactly what that is. So unpacking all the things, how I was raised, the earliest memories, impressions that I could interpret and understand as early as the first time I ever walked in a room, feeling rejection in a room, not quite understanding why. Very early key signs, in my opinion, of autism, but in a generation, in a time and space where they did not have access to those things. and that definitely wasn't something that was considered something that you could have. I'm going to be speaking from a very nuanced, niche cultural space. This is not a space for anything other than my lived reflections and takeaways. Yeah. So there are some people who may not agree with my outlook, but therein lies the rub because it is my outlook. It is my view to the outside. And I get to interpret that however the fuck I choose. Cool. And I expect every one of my listeners, my readers, anyone who engages with my energy at all, even if it is in passing, even if it is from a monitoring spirit way, because I do want to talk about this monitoring spirit thing. I really want to dig into this monitoring spirit thing. And since I got you here, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, let's do this. Monitoring spirits, right? Here's the thing about monitoring spirits. They may watch your content, never like it, never share it, revisit it every day. They are checking for you, boo. So they are checking for you. They are looking for you. They're trying to see what you got going on, what's next, what's new, yada, yada, yada. Cool. The very essence of them paying attention to you, watching you, looking for you, checking for your energy. If you got to check for my energy and my energy is up here, you sit here, but you're checking for my energy and I'm always up here. Then to check for me, you can't look down. You got to look up. And wherever the head goes, yeah, the tail goes. Yeah. So while you up here looking for me to check for my energy, your tail is still down here in the lower ether. Yeah, it is. But your head. And baby, if your head is up here, you catch a whiff of how good this air is up here, maybe you'll keep your ass up here with me. You won't be so damn hard to look so much because you already be up there. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So monitoring spirit, I really could care less because I see it as you're listening anyway. Music artists do it all the time. They say, hey, I got you to click the thumbnail. I got you to listen to the track. Girl, that way they move back. Got me in the train. Okay, so I got you to click it, right? I got you to listen to it. Even if you have to listen to it several times over to pick it apart, how many streams did I get up out of you just to hate on my shit? Keep clicking it. And especially if I know the content, which is the energy signature that I have infused in everything that I say out of my mouth, because what I say is clear. What I offer is an energy of clarity. Yeah, I call it thing. Okay? That's what I'm offering you. So even to sniff my air, to take the time to hustle on my threads, you want to smell my energy. You're going to have to smell this clarity. And when you intake clarity, you know what it makes you do? It's an automatic mirror. It makes you look at you. Even to hate me is to hate you. And to love me is to love you. Now we both exalting each other. Look at it, look at it. Ay. Okay, so this is enough of me cutting up and being who I am. This is a little bit of some of the things that I will talk about, but I'm always going to be real. I'm going to give you from my lived experience, but also things that I am seeing. And I'll also give you a little bit of, I woke up this morning and this was on my heart, or these are the things that I have been connecting. And these are the people that I've seen, and these are the things. I obey. Yeah. And I don't obey an outside external authority. but I obey one. So that's what I do. I don't fight it. I don't second guess it. And that's what I'm here to spread. I'm here to show people that being authentically you, showing up just you, eating what you want to eat, walk when you want to walk, say no when you want to say no. I always would tell people that I thought animals were the smartest in the world, way smarter than man. You do not have to teach a duck how to swim. No. And the best to teach a duck how to swim is another duck, his own mama. Yeah, yeah. We naturally know how to breathe air. They've even shown if you throw some of them babies in the water, them babies know how to swim. If you throw my 44-year-old ass in the water, I sink. I think we come here a whole lot smarter than how we leave here. Because the world puts a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations on us to do these things, right? To think a particular way, to pattern ourselves to think in a particular way. The only reason why we know we can't walk on water is because other people told us we can't walk on water. Because I would dare to say anybody we have ever seen step off the side of the cruise ship did not step off the side of the cruise ship with the mental intent to walk on water. I think they jumped off to jump into the water, and therefore that's why they jumped in. Now, prove me wrong. Now, I want you to do some other things first before we go to doing that. All right, and getting back to the point. So we're also going to talk about the neurospicy piece of it, because we will have derails like that. But those derails are divinely guided. One of the other unique things that I tend to do is speak in parables, sayings, analogies. It's all same difference. It comes. So that's long enough introduction to who I am, a feel for how crazy it's going to get, how wild it's going to get, but also to let you know that I am going to let you all into my world. Okay. Until next time, I'll see you all. The Keeper speaks.